No.
Oh my God, bro.
For me, it was kind of different, right? So they even have all these posts on Twitter, like which table are you sitting at? Because I think there is like some truth to everyone's norms or identities sitting
Mm-hmm.
at a table. Like if you're
I have mixtures.
like if you're the athletes, if you are the stereotypical nerds, you're going to study and do homework there. If you're the athletes, you're going to talk about the game in a couple of minutes or what practice is
Right.
like. If you're if you're this table, if you're this table, you're going to talk about certain things. So
Mm-hmm.
with me, the tables that I sat it with people, and this wasn't always the best thing to do, that I could have a conversation about anything about. Like like the table that was so geared to one thing, it was like I just stayed away from it. I sat with a bunch of people that I knew that we could talk about
Mm-hmm.
anything. Would there be
Yeah, I mean,
fine?
yeah, you hang with your people. That's how it
Right.
was with us. You hung with
Yeah.
us.
It wouldn't be like
Yeah.
anything stereotypical though. Like I wouldn't be similar to this person. We just would just talk. It didn't even
Mhm.
matter what it was about. It could be about politics. It could be about
Well, I
sports.
don't. Was the sales? Is the sales bigger than Hartley? I'm assuming.
Probably
The
not.
sales-
You guys won, right? In football?
D1. We
No,
was
we're like D4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I-
was
Yeah.
gonna say,
we
yeah.
were supposed to be
I thought
D5.
you won in basketball.
No.
I don't. I'm
like,
picked, bro. The sales got to
three-
be bigger.
two in
The
basketball.
sales got to
The
be
sales
bigger.
Not that big, man.
How many people graduated with you? We only had like 100 and something.
We had like
Like
Yeah, we only had
130.
we only had like 168 or 130, something like that.
Yeah.
probably
It was yeah.
It was small enough to where like I still remember most, if not all, the kids that
Right,
were in our
yeah.
grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
It's just
But-
I mean, I just think like so Tyrell, he even made a good point. When I was in middle school, I only got a 15-minute recess, right? So I just used that as an opportunity to play football. So what we had is somebody would bring the football, their
Football
football
games won.
to the
Football
school,
games was turned.
and we would toss the good old pigskin. But what would happen was we couldn't tackle, obviously, right?
Yeah,
So-
same for us.
We did two-hand touch,
Yeah.
right? And then what we would do is we would do kickoffs. We would have some dude literally grab it and just punt it. That was
Yeah.
our version of a kickoff,
Yeah.
and things like that. We would do so much. But
We just had somebody throw it.
Yeah.
We didn't even play it.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough yard for that.
Oh God, we
It
were
was-
playing in somebody's garden.
Yeah, right.
Right. But I mean, it wasn't. That's all it was for me. I didn't go around like. I just did certain things with
Right.
certain. You know what I mean? Like there was no way I could talk to you if you just gossiped about somebody every day. Like, why would I want to sit next?
Nobody wants to do that. That's how it was with us,
Yeah.
bro.
I was usually the person making fun of people. So I didn't really get made fun of all that much. I also sat with a lot of people who weren't good at comebacks. And it would just be, I
that's
mean, like
easy.
people could throw shit at me, but as soon as I came back, people would start getting offended. So I had,
Bro,
I had to chill.
Minute, Josh,
I
I'm like,
have
man, one of the
mixture.
nicest people.
Yeah, I mean, like, I am a nice person, but I like making fun of people. That's the funnest
I
part.
mean, you
About
gotta have
life.
some fun.
Yeah, that's
But
just
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, you gotta riff. That's the thing with us at our lunch table. Like, you gotta try and get that heat off of you as soon as
Mhm.
possible. Like,
Yeah.
because if one joke come, two joke come, then if you let it hit
The
the like
worst-
3 jokes back to back, it's over.
Yeah.
You
The
gotta
worst
try
is
and
having a
deflect
cold
it.
night when you can't think of nothing.
Oh,
or
when you
say
can't
nothing.
think of nothing, or you say
Cold
something,
day,
and you say something that's not funny, ooh,
it's
bruh.
over. It's automatically over.
You just gotta sit there and take it.
I sat with a lot of girls at my table too, so I was
Yeah.
I was most likely no, not like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was a drama kid, so like
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't really have like a lot of like dudes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I had friends that were guys, but most of my friends were comprised of girls and guys, and I'd make fun of the
Bruh.
guys a hell of a lot more than the girls.
I mean, yeah, of
Bruh.
course you got to.
Speaking of, bro. Oh, no, go ahead, Josh.
I was just gonna say that like most of the time, if the jokes were dedicated towards the girls, it'd be something vulgar.
Right.
You know, I mean, like that that was the most fun.
Yeah, I say my thing, bruh. The worst thing I could say is our freshman year. we had a first period. So think of a whole bunch of rowdy freshmen in a study hall. First period, it was me, Whitney, Hakeem, the Maya twins,
Oh,
and I
God.
forgot. And I think it was Elijah, bruh. So it was it was a bunch of just ignorance, bruh. Like, and I ain't going to say no names, but one of the people at the table had used the restroom on himself, and I'm not saying the number one. It was the number two. It was the number two.
he been sitting on himself.
Oh no.
And he went around the school day trying to blame it on everybody else for the semester instead of just going home and changing his pants.
I can only guess
trying to
who
blame
that
it on
was
people.
out of those names.
Hey, bro, it's them hardly
We not- we
memories.
not
nigga.
gonna-
It's them hardly memories, bro.
Oh man, it was the worst,
Funny.
bro. Like I remember when Cam got on. We ain't gonna say the other dude's name. Remember, right? The exam senior year.
Oh,
In our
yeah,
math class.
yeah.
What happened?
Cam just started getting on the dude for no reason. Like it was funny.
Wait, our Cam did like that's in the pod?
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
bro,
Cam.
can't be.
We had it, man. Oh my god. So that man, that's
Yeah.
that's what it was. But go ahead.
Man, have you ever sat at a girls' lunch table, bro? That shit is so
It
much
be
drama,
awkward
bro.
though. I be trying to be. I ain't know how to be
Oh,
loose.
God,
I didn't know how to
Yeah,
be loose.
Yeah,
Facts.
but they talk about they gossip so much shit, bro. That's why I go to learn some shit. For real.
Kyler
And
would
it's
but,
worse.
Kyler
It's worse too.
girl-
Like if there's a girl at the table, you like you gotta be like, are you
Oh
crushing
yeah,
on?
you gotta be
Or that you
smooth.
crushing on?
Yeah,
Jake
you
Kumo.
got. Yeah,
Kyler-
What you were saying, Ricardo?
you would pull up to the girls' table and be like, "You see that D Rose game last night?"
Yeah. God, I put
But,
my arm around to give it a jersey.
all right. I got another question. So
Hey,
how
yo.
was y'all lunch? How was y'all lunch set up? Like, can y'all like get up and go to different tables, or like y'all have to stay at that
Yeah.
table?
Yeah, we
into
could.
the whole.
You could get. Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
you
couldn't
could get
go
up and
nowhere.
move if
I
you
know
wanted
some
to.
high
Yeah,
school
because
you could
I
go
heard
get,
some
like,
people
lunch.
can get up and
Yeah.
some people can't get up. Like once you sit, you gotta sit, which is weird.
That's
but yeah,
tough. No,
But
I
they
know
had-
where
they
we
had-
work by.
They had
You can,
teachers
like, go
sitting
and
in
get
there to
lunch.
try to like keep everything in order, man. Man,
Yeah,
have I ever
but-
told you guys a story? Oh my god, man. Have I ever told you
Oh,
guys the
he's
story
getting
of the day that
stretched.
I lost my lunch?
Huh?
For some
No,
fucking
what happened?
it's from stupid ignorance. That's what happened. All right. So this is my sophomore year, and I used to sit with kids for my math class or whatever. And I honestly can't remember who was there or whatever. But I had a kid that was a grade below us, and he didn't have anywhere to sit. So we were like, "Yeah, you can chill with us." And then he's a funny kid. I forgot his name. His name's like Reed or something like that.
Oh, we ain't gonna get no names, but the dude.
Well,
with
yeah,
the,
it doesn't
lineup,
matter.
The dude with the lineup that was him.
Is that his name?
Yeah, short
Okay.
black kid.
Yeah. Something like that. He's a cool ass kid. Don't get me wrong. Hey, if
Yeah,
Reed
he was
watches
cool.
this, hit me up, man. Because
Yeah, it's all fun and games, man.
I was gonna say. So anyway, so I'm sitting here, and the other kid that was sitting next to me is Evan Armstrong, and they're sitting next to me, and we had I don't remember what it was. We had like popcorn chicken or something like that. And I get up and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna use the bathroom." And these kids are clowning around, hitting each other and stuff, and they're like, "All right, go ahead." So I leave, and I come back, and my lunch is on the floor.
Oh yeah, you gotta throw hands.
Right. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
damn.
man, who knocked my stuff over? And they're like, oh, we were just playing. And I was like, my food's on the ground. What do you mean? So like, hey,
No, I have a question. Was it just popcorn chicken or was it the popcorn chicken mashed potato bowl?
no, I had the
'Cause that's a
whole
big
ordeal.
difference.
I had the whole ordeal.
Oh, not the
I had the
bowl,
whole
bro,
lunch,
not the
$4.50
bowl.
out of my bank account. I had a drink all over the floor. Right?
Oh, not the
So-
bowl, bro. The bowl used to slap.
Oh my god, it was so good, man. And I was so heartbroken because it was ruined. There was no getting that shit back. So I'm
Yeah.
pissed, right? And what's the fucking soccer coach's name? I don't care. I'll name drop him every day of the week because I hate him.
I know who you're talking
Kowalski.
about. Not
Kowalski.
Yeah, Kowalski.
I
Kowalski.
hate Kowalski, bro.
Bro.
I don't even care.
This man comes up and goes, "Oh, what's the problem?" And I'm like, "These kids knocked my lunch off the
Oh,
floor."
what's the problem?
And they're like, all right, let's clean it up. And I was like, who is cleaning it up? And they're like, we're all gonna clean it up. And I'm like, no, They knocked
Yeah,
my
like,
lunch on the ground. They
First
can
off,
clean
somebody
it up.
gonna go.
And he looks at me and he goes, "Do you want to say that a little differently?" And I said, "No, I don't." And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't, like, because at this point we're 15 minutes into lunch. They're not serving anymore. And I was
Oh,
Oh
like,
yeah,
yes,
them lunch
well.
ladies
Right.
pack
Yeah,
up.
So,
Them
right,
lunch
yeah,
ladies
exactly.
pack
they
up.
don't play with
Once
you.
everybody
Yeah,
go
they
through the
don't play with
line,
you.
you
So
can't
I'm
come
like,
through.
all right, so I'm not eating
Yeah.
today. Let's just get that out of the way because I'm already like barely like having enough money at this point, and I can't go buy something. So I'm like, unless if the money's going back on my account, this lunch is ruined for me. I'm definitely not going to clean it up. And he's like,
Right.
"Oh, well, we're all together in this and this and that." And I was like, "No, okay, you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
If these kids leave and kill somebody 6 years later, I'm not with them. I don't care if I
Right.
went to high school with them. I'm not associated with them anymore." You know. So finally, he comes in, he cleans it up by himself, and I'm like, "Whatever, I don't care at this point." And he had the audacity to send me to Mike Winter's office.
The
Man,
principal?
I got some words for Mike, but I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep that here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait till he get bigger, and he gonna come see me. We gonna see
I
something.
sent, bro,
face
I
to face.
sent him and Deacon Sullivan emails.
He
They never
not
responded.
ready. He not
He's
ready
not.
to see me right now. He not
He's
ready
not.
to see me right now.
Kowalski is not ready to see me. Deacon Sullivan isn't ready to see me, and Mike Winters is not ready to see me.
Yeah,
Jeez
yeah, I
Louise.
got something for Mike. We gonna
Right.
have a round table
Honestly.
debate.
And I went to the principal's office, and he was like, "Oh, I get it." And I was like, "I don't think you do." Because
Right, yeah.
and to this day, I still haven't seen that 450 back in my account.
Oh,
So
he
no one
upset. That's money.
understood what
That's
I'm going
losing
through, man.
money.
Man,
That
hey,
was
Ray,
the
remember
worst lunch I've
oh
ever
my
had in my
God.
life.
Ray, remember your situation senior year, and they was trying to get us to snitch on you.
Hey, bro,
Like, bro,
I'll
we're
put them all
seniors,
on,
bro.
'cause everybody
What
told the
happened?
same story as me, bro.
Bro, it
All
was
these
some
niggas
little
told the
BS,
same
bro.
story.
It was a little like it was a respect thing. Like this goofy dude like took Ray's seat. And, like it's a respect thing. Everybody has their same seat every day. It's like in
Yeah,
college.
yeah, you don't
like,
do that. Yeah,
yeah, it's like in college. You
same
have
here.
you don't have assigned seats, but everybody sits in the same seat every time. Took his seat, yada yada yada. Little. It wasn't even like nobody was throwing punches. And they was trying to get us to snitch, bro. We was all like, bro, we're about to graduate. Like, we're not snitching on nobody. Like, go on. And I remember Winters, he was walking by. He was like, and everybody talking about be quiet and don't snitch. We don't do that here. I'm like, yeah, we do. We gonna be quiet and we don't snitch.
No.
Yeah, over a little
Hey, bro.
shove, bro.
Look.
Like, come on, bro.
Did
Bro,
you get your seat
I'm
back?
telling you, they all told
Oh, yeah, he
the
got
same
his
story,
seat
bro.
back.
That
Oh,
shit
yeah,
was
that's all that matters. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
it was about a
But
respect
yeah, that's
thing,
yeah. Bro, there's been so many fights over the seat. People fought over some corn at my school. It's
Corn?
just crazy. A bowl of corn.
Oh, oh yeah, now that's dead.
Hey,
School
you
corn
ain't
is
taking my lunch.
nasty.
Fuck that.
Bro, this is-
All right. I mean, since we're talking about school, I got a question for you guys.
Uh,
What if you guys did anything at your school? What's the best thing that you have done at high school? It could be elementary school if you want to. What
best
is the
thing
most
I've done
memorable
is-
thing that you've done at that? It doesn't have to be an achievement. It could just be something downright hilarious. Because I know that that's what
my
I
hair
got.
by far. My hair by far was the best thing I ever did. Because I didn't take Mike shit. That was by
True.
far the best thing
True.
I've ever done. I wish I would have done it more proudly, to be honest. And I wish I had more of
Yeah,
a voice to say something to
kids,
him. Because
right.
when I talked to him, I was like, I didn't say what I really wanted to say. But now I'm like, bro, damn it. If I see him in person, he gonna hear it, bro.
Yeah,
I got
for
a voice
sure.
now.
bro,
Mine was changing the salad cart or whatever that we had. Me and another kid. I'm just gonna say Alex. I think you guys will know who I'm talking about. We used to get salad every day, me and him. And the idea was the salad bar was open. You could get your own salad and stuff like that. And me and him would fill up most, if not all of our tray with salad. If we wouldn't get any sides or anything, we would just put salad and our dressing all over the tray.
I
And it
think
got
I
to
know
the
who
point-
he's talking about because I think he sat at our table. I think
Yeah.
he's talking about our boy Ray. I think he's talking about
Oh,
King.
yeah.
I think he's talking about King.
Yeah.
So we got it to the point where they had to tell people to not do that. And they changed the entire thing just for us. I don't know how long it went after because I got told personally not to do it. And then I like Kyler said, I didn't have a voice, so I was like, okay, or
Right,
something
yeah,
like that. But
yeah.
I mean, but it went on for a while, and we completely just beaned all those people because they didn't expect it out of anywhere, and we just filled up our entire tray, and we still paid the same price
Mhm.
for it. I've stolen so much stuff from them before because no one pays attention. Especially the salad people, man. They're supposed to be over there at the
Yeah.
beginning of lunch. And my ass was in there at the very beginning of lunch
Mhm.
and got my salad and sat down before people even got to the lunch line.
Man.
That salad bar was fire. And what was it? The a la carte line? The a la carte line was fire too.
It was, man.
Shout out to the Snickers ice cream bar, man. That shit was fire.
All right. So what was the question? The question was, what was the best thing you've done in high school?
Yeah. It's an achievement
Or
or
most
something.
memorable thing
I
you
would say
done.
most memorable thing.
To my knowledge, I don't know if you guys know this, but I love to fish, right? So we had a fishing club at our school. Basically, we would just go around into many people's ponds and stuff like that and just fishing their shit. Okay. So one time we went to, it wasn't necessarily a pond. It was more, I don't know if it was a lake either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
swamp.
It didn't belong. I didn't feel like it belonged to anybody. It was just like a public place. So let's just call it that, a public pond or whatever. So it was so funny because I pulled up late, like about 20, 30 minutes late. And I had the fishing record for the most fish in one tournament. And I will give you guys one, figure out what number I got.
Wait, what number?
I'm gonna go 8.
Fish. So no. keep in mind, we fished for about 3-4 hours.
Dang.
Wait, hold on. Is 8 too high or too low?
Yeah, that's what
that's what I'm thinking.
You said too low? Oh man, you
I'm
just
gonna-
kept putting the same fish in
I'm
the
gonna
same
give
area
I'm gonna
and
give 15.
You guys are so low.
Bro,
Fishing for 3 hours, bro. I can barely catch a fish fishing for 7 hours.
Bro, I was about to say
Catching
that,
one
bro.
fish is good, man.
Bro, I was like, for 8 hours.
I've been fishing with my dad 3 times and we never caught one fish, bro. He didn't know what he was doing, so that was
All right, fine. 27.
Is that okay? You guys,
I'm gonna go 32.
I'll give you guys one guess each.
All
One
right,
guess.
I'm sticking with 27.
32. 32.
Okay.
Shit, fucking 40.
Okay.
He laughed. That's not even the highest. You caught
Yeah.
Wait, no,
40
he might have
to-
laughed because it was too high.
40 divided by 32 minus 19.
That's
He got 65 fishes. He caught.
all right.
He caught 65
That's
fishes.
that's
All right,
way
well, now your number is going to be overhyped. So let's
Yeah,
hear it.
Tyrell, is that your final answer?
All right, now I'm taking it back.
No, don't take it back. But you're so close.
He got 65. He got 65.
You're
I'm
close. You're not there, but you're
Done.
close.
70.
What was it?
Oh, you're so damn close, Tyrell.
Bro, if this man
73.
caught over 10 fish, I'll be impressed. Just say it.
73.
What happened?
Yeah,
boy.
how-
Guess what? 69.
I'm
True.
building.
I'm
Nice.
building.
Let's go.
Nice.
I'm
Okay,
building.
hold on.
Bro, all right, but this
Oh,
man
yeah.
caught the entire fucking pond.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, how much was it?
69.
69.
You caught
Nice.
69, 69
okay.
fish.
Was it the same fish over and over? You was
Yes,
trolling,
it
bro.
was. It was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It was.
That
Listen,
fish
man,
stupid as hell.
listen. I was in a.
He said, "Oh, there's a worm. I get it again."
Listen, I was in what we call a honey hole, man. Them bluegill was pow. I powed them every time. Every time. And
Bro,
I
I can't.
showed up late. I could have busted 100 if I was on time. But I said, what better number than 69, baby? So I'll
True.
go with
Man, your ass need to be a
That's funny.
professional fisher. Then what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I
well,
was gonna say you should be out in the
Boat.
Great Blue.
Go make some money and be on ESPN too.
Wait, where were you at?
like I said, it was like some random public. I forgot what it was, like a random public pond. It was like, I don't even think it was a lake.
I have
Okay.
a creek in my backyard that is full of bass, full of sunfish, bluegills, and
Nice.
I literally fish with my father almost every year. and we do it quite often. I'm lucky to catch a single fish for the entire season. And this man literally caught the best number of fish.
I caught more fish than I ever catch in my
I don't
lifetime.
even care if he re-caught the same fish.
I ain't
It
touching
doesn't
this.
matter. Imagine catching the same fish. That's even more impressive. The same stupid ass fish came back. He was like, I'm hungry. I'm still hungry. Hook through my lip. All right, let's do it again. I mean, like, does he
that
just
man
not
did
feel
not have a
pain?
mouth after that, bro. Right? That shit was not.
I will say this: what bait are you using when you're going out for those?
They're like night crawlers from Walmart.
Okay.
He about to give some expert tips.
He would use
I'm
some
ready.
game.
I want to catch 69 fish the next time I fish.
So the thing with night crawlers is
Let me
sometimes
write this down.
the thing with that is that sometimes the bluegill like to nibble at them, and that prevents the bass from getting to them. So sometimes you kind of get lucky, but plastic baits work great for bass. You get it right by the trees, right by the bushes, right by the shrubs.
What about catfish?
They love to hang out with them. Catfish, man, go.
You see how he tilted the glasses?
I know. He was like, catfish.
Okay, talk your talk.
When you're dealing with a pond full of and it's very, condensed and all that, the bluegill like to go for the worms. So get some stink baits, get some chicken livers, and they'll crush it.
Chicken livers. Never heard of that. Okay.
You never heard of chicken?
Yeah, chicken liver.
What about?
All
right. What about? I see people using bread. What's up with that?
I
thought you gonna catch a damn duck. You ain't getting no fish. I was gonna catch a duck. You don't hear a quack.
Legitimately, people ball up bread and put it on their hook.
The best bait I've ever used to catch bluegill was hot dogs. So I definitely think
glizzies.
Oh God, they got the glizzy.
Hey, bluegills be glizzy guzzlers.
I definitely think that bread will work because they'll see something and they'll just go for it, especially with those panfish. So I think bread will definitely work. It may even work for carp because carp like corn a lot and little tiny baits. They have tiny mouths. So maybe a carp might take a shot at it as well. Maybe.
My brain
fish
thinking
tips.
about
You ever caught a shoe?
New thing for the channel: fish tips with Ricardo.
All right, so Ricardo, since you got 16, what's the biggest fish you ever caught then? How big was it?
Definitely a catfish. I could tell you the
Do
story.
the finger thing. Do the finger thing. How big was it?
Oh, it was pretty long, man. It was, yeah. I mean, it was just go like the size of your screen for now because I can't go really farther. But it was a pretty big fish. So I couldn't pull it in. So it took me about, give or take, 10 minutes because a fish that big, you got to tire it out.
Get them tired.
So once I got him up there, it was a pretty big fish, and like the girth was definitely more impressive because its head, I swear, its mouth could have probably swallowed my entire like two fists combined. Like it was definitely impressive. Definitely my best fish.
Did you keep it or you put it back?
Oh yeah, we actually do eat fish. So when we go,
y'all done cooked my man's up.
Man, he really did him like that.
The walking slime.
Yeah, you gotta keep that
thing bleeding.
There's a lot of people that say, "Oh, you're harming them. Oh, you shouldn't eat them. You should just catch and release." Guys, I'm eating them. I'm not just killing them for.
You know how often fish produce, like
right.
They'll be fine,
bro.
Right.
And the other thing, like the reason why I usually catch and release is first off, I'm not good at like killing things. So like, you gotta whack the shit out of the fish to kill it. You gotta give
or
it
you
a
just
good
put it in the
crack over
thing,
the
gonna
head.
drown.
No,
I mean not drown, but suffocate. Hey, you about to
no,
water.
that's terrible. You give him a
I got
quick death.
confession to make.
You don't let him suffocate like that.
So what?
I got confession.
And I'll let
this man strangled a fish.
What we do is
none.
basically. So once it's been released, like once we what we do is we put it in either a bucket or a cooler, sometimes a hanger. A hanger basically is a giant rope with a bunch of hooks on it to basically put the hook inside the gills to prevent it from escaping, and we just drop it back in the water. But eventually, if they don't have room to swim, the oxygen is limited and they're just going to die. Like they're just not going to be able to survive. So that's basically our way of killing them, is just to let it naturally happen. We don't beat the crap out of it. And my dad
This man Josh is whipping the fish.
All right. I'm just saying, I thought it was a quick death. It was easy.
No, but he actually has a point though, because my dad one time said he had a pike on the line, and if he were to bring that in, you know what I'm saying? He would have needed to hit him with the bat, because a pike is a huge, basically one of the biggest fish in fresh water here, if not a muskie. If you guys don't know what that is either, but those are the type of fish. If you hit it with the bat, I ain't gonna.
If I see somebody beating a fish with a bat, I'm gonna be so weak, bro.
I just remember. All right, but here's the thing though, because it's just like, this is the way that I think about it. If you're gonna kill a fish, you know, and you're gonna eat them, survival of the fittest. I get it. You know, fish are little. They don't mean much. You know, they're good. They taste good. But it's like letting a fish swim and everything, and killing it naturally is fine. But I feel like, oh man, I don't want to die from suffocation. If I die, I want somebody to do it quick. You know, if I have a dude that's gonna kidnap me and kill me, I want him to just fucking blow my brains out or so. Yeah, right. No, but I want him to crack me over the head once and kill me. I don't want. You guys are making it sound so much worse than it is.
No, you imagine somebody trying to kill you and they don't kill you the first hit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's why you're not doing that with the fish, though. I mean, fish don't have that crazy amount of brain or anything like that. It's just like, I mean, like, one crack and you're good. You know, I'm not saying hit him with a metal baseball bat. I'm saying, like, grab it like a big stick and just whack the shit out of it.
I used to be scared. I'm scared to touch fish.
Okay? It's
is
like
that your confession.
Yeah, I don't like touching fish either, except for at work, because they dead, so they don't like.
Yeah, but now I let my little sister touch the fish. She put the bait on for me, then grab it.
So
I feel like a punk.
It depends on what fish you're dealing with. Like, yeah, it's slimy, but over time you get used to it. So what
small,
you have
big, medium ones.
If you grab them by the gills, they're gonna, obviously that's where they breed, right? So they'll stop moving. It'll paralyze them. Like, they'll just be like, all right, and just stop. Then you can take the hook out. But if there's like a fish that has like teeth, maybe use some pliers, things like that, to kind of make it a little bit less grabby, touchy, so you don't have to always just kind of grab it. You know what I mean? Like, there's many things.
Punching it.
Yeah.
All right, quit. I didn't do it. I'm just saying that people have done it that way.
Josh is on fire today. Fire.
We're gonna see my man Josh by a leg.
I'm not even gonna upload this episode, man. Like, I'm making myself out to be a bad person.
I'm a RKO.
This is all allegedly. This is all alleged.
On your last podcast, you guys talked about mental health. I think,
yes, sir.
People don't really
get your scoop.
Yeah, many people don't view fishing as like a sport, but I would say, like, dealing with nature. You know what I mean? Something that shouldn't be messed with, like just you and nature, however it responds to you. You can get your thoughts out. You know, there, like you guys said, there may be days where you don't catch anything, but you can get your thoughts out. You can meditate. You could look at the sun. You could look at the nice water, the breeze.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I would say you guys should just try it out. You don't even have to. I see couples all the time. The wife or whatever just reads a book and the dad just fishes the whole day. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
there's many things you guys can do at the lake. You know what I mean? You don't have to just.
Or just watch the life, man. The birds flying around, or the squirrels, and just
I would say we definitely do a better job of admiring nature. You know, at least while we still have it, because it's just like. When we're fishing, I'm like, man, you just look at, sometimes you feel the air, you smell the air, you're like, it's going to be a good day no matter what. You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing better than fresh air, bro.
Yeah.
Fresh air is fire, bro. Especially if you've been cooped in the house all day and you was like sick.
Yeah.
If you was like sick and you was in the house all day,
Oh,
then as
my
soon as you
God.
get outside, bro.
It's so good, man. That's literally the best.
Yeah, bro. Shit. Well, let's see. We got a whole bunch of heat off, bro. Damn. But what's our time frame?
We're at 1:31.
Okay, we go for about 10 more minutes. Shit, what else we got to talk about? There's
Yeah.
some more shit we can talk about. Yeah.
Oh,
Ray, what you? Oh, go ahead.
I would how are we feeling about fuck, I forgot his name. The dude that in the Democratic House that wants to legalize marijuana federally.
Oh, I mean, I think it should be. I think everybody should do it.
I mean, like,
if you need it, I personally don't, but I feel like if you need it, bro.
I feel like I was gonna ask in more of a like when it all comes down to it, I don't think anybody here is necessarily like really, really against it. You might be against it for yourself just because that's not really you or what you want to do, but I don't think anybody really has a problem with anybody that smokes. So I was thinking more or less like, what do you think that if this goes through, what do you think they're gonna do to make it how the government wants it to be? Because that's why it's not legal. Let's be real. I mean,
they're going to make a way where not really a lot of people are making money besides them. That's number one. They're going to figure a way to kind of slow down the money stream.
So what I'm saying, because
they benefit,
because right now, most places, you know, and this is just from reading, you know, or anything like that. If you get your normal low shelf stuff, you're paying between $10 to $20 a gram. You know, and that's for kind of like low mid shelf stuff, and your higher stuff is going to be more expensive. However, do you think that that's going to change drastically once it gets in there because they have to federally tax it and find a way to make their own money off of it? Because now you have to pay the growers who grow it. You have to buy everybody out for that, and then you have to limit how much people are actually doing in their own home. You know, and do the thing that California is like, well, you can have 2 plants, blah, 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 this and that, you know, but it's just like, how do you think that that's going to change? Because the cigarettes change immensely, you know, and you can see how expensive they are from when they first got introduced.
But I never knew how expensive they were until I got older, bro. Like a pack is like $6 or $7, and some people smoke like 3 packs a day. I'm like, bro, if you save that money.
Yeah, well, people buy cartons instead.
Nah, you know, the cartons, they'll go for like 50, 60 some dollars, man.
Even more. When I like actually smoked cigarettes before I started vaping, I wouldn't smoke that much at all, but I would buy a carton and sell it to other people. But a carton when I was smoking, which was like 7 years ago, I want to say, or something, they were like $50-$60. So I can only imagine that they're at least like 75-80 now.
Yeah.
You know, for the goods like the Newports or the Marlboro Reds or something like that. But yeah, so you know, I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on that.
So
maybe it's a good idea.
So where I stand on this is, if this is my personal opinion, be careful with anything you put into your lungs, right? I remember when vaping and e-cigarettes first became popular, then you hear commercials about how there's still nicotine in them and how bad those things can be and things like that. So just understand what you're doing. But we also need to understand that if there is a medical issue that this stuff actually like helps, like we shouldn't deny them that medical attention. Like, who am I to say just because I don't do it, you shouldn't? Like, I don't have issues.
Absolutely.
So in my perspective, I don't need it. But if somebody like actually like needs it, like, there you go. Like, I know Mike Tyson. I'm pretty
it
sure
helps. Yeah,
it helps him. Like, part of the reason why he can still fight because he's
or function, bro. He was crazy. Like, anybody who's bears hugging and slapping a tiger is something's not right in their head mentally. Like,
So basically, I just think we need to understand the precautions and the science about it. And then once we understand that, look, distribute it, unleash it. Shout out to the states that have already done it. And like I said,
for sure.
Hopefully we can keep going. Like I said, I just think that, look at the NBA, for example. I'm not going to go into it because I got my segment on my talk show. The NBA said, look, it doesn't matter if you smoke marijuana, you're not going to be tested. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because they're starting to realize the science of, hey, it's just a plant. Okay. So that's my response.
I of course the government thing sucks because they're always going to have their hand in it, and it's going to ruin it for a lot of people who could make money and support their families. But I mean, I'm for it. Like, shit, the way it helps people, like Ricardo was saying, like think about the NFL players. Like you hear stories about NFL players when they retire who say they smoked weed the whole time, and they
Yeah.
would have rather done that than popped all the pills and
Yeah,
that the
yeah, I
doctors have
agree.
prescribed. Like that is, it's just that's a natural medicine. Like it's
Yeah.
not man made, come from the ground. Like
Right.
I'm all for it. The only thing I'm against of it is like when people use it as a crutch, like when they're
Yeah,
going through hard
misusing.
times. If they misuse it, like
Yeah.
you going through something and you just smoke to numb the pain for that time being,
Yeah.
then it's like okay. But other than that, just go for it. It's not really. It's more helpful than harmful.
Yeah.
To me.
And the thing about
Smoking
it, I'm
cigarettes
gonna
is probably worse. So
and the thing about it, just so that I don't have to use hypotheticals or anything like that, and obviously no one has to go into that or anything. We're gonna call it candy, for now, to avoid anything else. But I used to use candy a lot, and it was like when I was going through the time with my mom and everything like that, it was really hard for me to sleep and relax myself because my mind was constantly going around and around and around and around.
Right.
And then I had a friend who was like, hey, we know these people in Michigan and they own a medical candy shop, you know? And so I was like, hey, can you get me some? And he was like, yeah, for sure. You know, of course it's more expensive. You're paying for higher quality stuff. But I had a vaporizer for the candy, you know, and I read into a lot about like what goes into your system when you actually smoke candy, you know, and when you burn candy or something like that, it combusts, you know, and then it turns to ash because of the air intake that's coming out of that, and you overshoot that, and then you have a lot more toxins that are going into you. However, when you vaporize candy or anything like that, yeah, it's a more expensive way of doing it. However, you're still using that candy and you can still get it back afterwards and it lasts longer, but you're only pushing it to the brink of smoking. And it doesn't combust it, so you're only getting a little bit of the toxins in there. It's a little better for you, you know. And then it slowly graduated off to the point where, like, you know, it was sometimes I would do it or something like that, or just like a day where I had extra anxiety or something, you know. But that to me was better than paying. I can't even remember what it was because at the time my dad's insurance did not cover what we were going through, you know, and like pills for a bottle of them, and you're supposed to take 2 a day, and there's 64 pills in them. It was like $300 for those pills, and it's just like, I mean, like I spent that much for a month's supply of candy, you know, and it's just like that's kind of ridiculous to me, and that's the thing that I'm afraid of with what will come out of if they do make it legal on a federal level, is that they're going to take away the really good stuff. We'll call it the good, you know, the good candy for the people who need it, like cancer patients who can't get hungry, they have no appetite, and they use it as a way to be hungry, or the people who can't sleep and don't like the pills the way that they make them feel, and they can just kind of go to sleep and use it more like melatonin, you know. They're going to shoot that price up, you know, so now you're paying that same price, right? Exactly. You know, that's just my fear. I don't know if that'll happen, but you know, like I said, that's always been my fear.
From history, I mean, it definitely can happen.
Yeah.
It's more likely to happen than not. So,
bro, the way I look at it, and like with just like with alcohol and some of the other like things we talked about, cigarettes and stuff like that, there's good things and there's bad things that come from it. You feel me? There's gonna be people that abuse it, and you know what I'm saying, used to deal with stuff. There's gonna be people that need to help them go through stuff. You feel me? So, but I feel like there's more good than bad. You feel me?
Yeah,
like, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how you use it, bro. And what is it for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and no disrespect to the people that want to use these things as a recreational purpose. But most of the people that I know, and most of the people that I've asked that do that sort of thing, usually say it's recreational, but it's for this underlying reason, you know, that they would rather not go into detail or they don't think is big enough, which, you know, talks back to our last podcast about people not realizing the severity of what mental issues can cause.
Right.
And if you don't take care of them in a timely manner, what it can end up being, people being afraid to talk about their mental issues because of, I'll just say it right now, people who are faking it, and that came from a lot of the internet, where it's like people will fake mental illnesses to get attention. And it's hard because no one believes it when it really is through somebody, and it sucks, and then people kind of push themselves to that, and they just say, well, I use it for recreational purposes, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, you're a bad person for that. Bad people smoke weed, you're a stoner. And it's like, no, I like to do it sometimes before I go to bed because I'm trying to relax, leave me alone. I can still do my job. I don't come to work high, and I don't let it ruin my school life or whatever you are doing in that certain moment. But yeah, like I said,
one of the greatest quotes I heard. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard is "You smoke the weed, don't let the weed smoke you."
True.
That's one of the best quotes. You smoke it, don't let it smoke you.
Yeah, when it starts smoking you, it gets south. Go south.
I don't know what the heck. I'm lost for words. Y'all saying so many words I've never heard of.
It was Mr. Squeaky Clean, but yeah, man, shit. So, well, what's the timestamp? Unless y'all had something else to say.
I got one more thing to say, and it's as a PSA to everybody out there. If you are looking to smoke weed or anything like that, or do any drugs for that matter, like Ricardo said earlier, make sure it's for the right reasons, and if you can, avoid it. It's not great. It does stem from addictions. Like I said, I started smoking cigarettes when I was really young, and it was because I thought it was cool. The people that around me did it. I had bad people in my life that got me to do it, and I'm still here, and I'm still vaping. I'm still ruining my lungs and stuff. Don't believe anybody that is on the internet saying that vaping's healthy, vaping's better, blah, 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 this and that. Vaping is a better way to get nicotine into your system. It's not as unhealthy statistically, but it's still extremely unhealthy. And so is smoking. All these things just kill you quicker. So if you can avoid it, just avoid it. It's not that it's not that great. Being high is not all it's cracked up to be. It's okay.
Definitely fun.
It can be, but it's just like you can have a lot of really bad times as well, and it can, and a lot of times it makes your situation much worse. I have friends that completely have had like rebirthings, it seems like, because of harder drugs other than weed. Weed's not really too bad, but like MDMA and acid and coke and shrooms and stuff like that. People have had to really reevaluate themselves after that, and it's like you can't get yourself back once you go through that sort of shit. So be smart. And
kids, we do not condone any of this.
No, we do not.
Take the right path. You do your thing.
I was gonna say,
everything you heard today was all alleged and parables and folk tales and legends.
Yeah. So except the parts about it being bad. That's real.
Right. Yeah. That is the truth. That's the one true thing. So, man, shit. Man, y'all got anything else? I think we got a lot of content.
Hey, because remember when we talked about Batman versus Superman in the comic book segment? Yeah. No, I want to refrain because I remember I was saying what you guys were saying, right? Like, if Batman doesn't have anything, he should beat him in seconds. But I'm just saying, don't underestimate Batman when he got the kryptonite and the gadgets, because then the tables could be turned and then things could go in a different direction. That's the only thing I meant to say. So don't act like
we got you. We got you.
Hey, we got Godzilla. Y'all think I'm sleeping on Godzilla? No, I like Godzilla too. I'm just saying, don't sleep on Kong. I don't want to be that guy that's a villain in this. It's all love.
Yeah, no. This was a debate. Nobody was a villain.
I'll be a villain here. I'll sleep on Kong till the day I die.
Yeah, but for me, it's just me personally, bro. Godzilla is just that dude. That's just me personally. He's just that dude.
He's just built different.
You guys want to movie together? I don't want to be that guy to see Josh in the theater and not have him come with us. I want him to come with us.
No. Yeah.
Is it in theaters or is it?
Yeah.
Is it on HBO Max?
It's both.
It's on
they're
HBO
doing
Max.
both.
I'm watching on HBO Max. Save money.
No, I work in a movie theater. Come to my movie theater and see it, bro. I can get you.
Bro, we might as well take our girls, bro. We might as well
Tyrell,
go. They wanted to see it.
Okay, well, if our girls want to come, then I can't get you in for free. But if we just go as homies, I will get you in for free.
I'll see it twice. I don't really care.
Yeah,
to be honest, we can as a group we can go see it and then we'll go watch it.
Well, me and one other person can get in for free.
I'll probably see it twice because my brother's birthday's in March too. And
I'll watch it twice, bro.
Hey, my birthday's on March 6th.
Movies,
Let's go.
Bro. We'll go to the movie. Hey, birthday.
Congrats to your brother. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be 21 and I can.
Ray, am I tripping or is your birthday coming up?
Yeah, it's on the Super Bowl.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah,
go Saints, go Saints.
Wait, he's a Saints fan?
Yeah,
I'm a Saints fan.
So no wonder you got winning. Because Tom Brady kicked you out.
No.
I was about to go into
their defense kicked us out. Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady he sold last game for real.
You mean
Tom Brady hard?
Drew Brees throwing 3 picks? You mean Drew Brees throwing 3 picks and Michael Thomas?
I mean that's their defense.
Oh, Michael Thomas got a surgery right after the game.
Hey, he chose to play.
Michael Thomas was hurt,
but
he chose to play.
And the Chiefs gonna win it all. We know the truth.
No.
The Chiefs are winning. The Chiefs are winning.
Hey, Tyrell.
If Mahomes went back to back, they gonna give him $600 million. Like the $500 million. They about to up the ante, boy.
He got his contract, nigga.
But we got
to be on the rest of the season.
Because he is at home in Tampa. He's gonna have AB back. He's gonna have Whitehead back.
That's a proud Wolverine.
They're gonna be nice, man. Now listen, I wouldn't be surprised if because
I don't hear who just.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay wins the game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, it's the Super Bowl. Anybody can win.
Well, I don't know because a lot of people are saying like it's gonna be just Chiefs all the way because they couldn't handle Tyreek Hill the first game. I'm like, guys, it's playoffs. It's a different game.
But, I mean, can't nobody really handle, bro. He's
I'll talk,
bro. If you take away Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce from home, who the heck he got? Sammy Watkins? No, that's not it.
Don't do that like Sammy Watkins can't ball.
He can, but he's injured. He's injured. He's been injured for a minute.
And let's not forget they got 2 pretty solid running backs.
I'll talk about it more in my sports segment.
We'll get out of here.
Lakers got clapped.
Because D Rose is putting on a show. He's trying to get traded. I'm letting you know right now. What did he have?
The Lakers suck.
Y'all got COVID.
That's a whole other episode.
The Clippers got COVID. Y'all got to heal up.
All right. Y'all debate this. Listen, we got to close this thing out. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. What do you got? 2 points, 4?
14 points and 3 assists.
Go to that.
It was all layups, wasn't it? It was all layups, wasn't it?
Don't worry about it. And some middies and a couple middies. Listen, everybody, thank you for tuning in with us, man. This is another great episode of the Tuf Podcast, man. We had all the guys here, man. We just missing Cam. Y'all jump him. Y'all spin him. We're going to put his Instagram in here. And y'all threaten this, man.
Always in the
here,
link
so all
below.
6 of us can be here. We happy our boy Ricardo's back, man. We all here. The energy these last couple of episodes have been amazing. I like what we're doing. So let's keep this trend going, man. And we're here for the long haul. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
Boys, got anything else to say?
Yeah, subscribe. Subscriber can come on at 100 subscribers.
Yeah, sub can come on at 100. We're gonna do a giveaway at 200. We'll give a game, like a video game. Yep.
Whatever game.
You pick a video game and we'll take care of it. I'm telling you, 200 subs.
True.
Back.
Yeah, if you want to come on the podcast for real though, subscribe. We're gonna pick one at 100 subscribers, and then after that, if you want to come on Discord, Zoom, we'll do Skype, whatever you want. I'm assuming that everybody has Zoom nowadays, but like I said, whatever you want to do, don't feel obligated to put your face cam on or anything. Just subscribe and like.
Yep, and leave some suggestions for stuff y'all want us to see, do things we can be better on and improve on. Of course, once we get into our round table setup, we're going to do that as soon as everybody's schedule's good. We're going to do the round table. Yep. We promise. So, that's that. Anything else? Is that it?
Man, shout out to Arizona, man.
All right, don't give free brand deals, man.
No, the only free brand deals we give is Bob
Evans.
We are not associated with that.
Like, nah, I'm messing around.
But yeah, I don't need to say nothing. All right, Ray, you had something?
Nah, man. Good podcast, man.
All right,
See y'all
yeah, we
next
had a
week.
good one. Yeah, we'll be here next Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah. All right,
Gang,
y'all
gang.
boys, man.
Shake it off. This beat the devil it off.